Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third part of our project, and it is the final part of our project. And in this part, we are going to learn how to create the roof. We're going to learn how to place components, that is furnish in the rooms. And of course, I'll show you how to label the rooms as well. So without wasting a lot of time, let's dive into Revit and continue with our work. So now here, basically, we can start by labeling the rooms. So to label these rooms, it's pretty simple actually. You just need to look for your text. Let's say if you come to, for example, if you come to modify, not really modify, if you come to annotate. If you come to annotate, you'll be able to find the text. So you click on text. Of course, now the project is complaining. So you basically pick the text and put there. You write, let's say this is going to be our living room, just like that. You click here, close, you continue, you say master bedroom, and then you close master closet, master walk-in water closet. And then here you can say water closet, and then this is a bedroom, and then this is a kitchen, this is dining, and then this is this not balcony is not here. So the rooms are basically here. Now we have the living room, the master bedroom, the master water closet, bedroom, and then this is a kitchen, dining. If you also want to label the corridors, you can do so. Corridor, just like that. Close, can also write here corridor, just like that. Yeah, basically that is how you can write or label these rooms. But of course, you can also play around with the font. For example, I can select one. I'll come to edit type. Here you should be able to see the type, text font type, and then the text size. You can change these things, bold, the colors of the text, all these things. You can change them from here. So this is how you can label your rooms. Now let's create our roof. To create a roof, you come to the roof level. You do this in the roof level, and the roof level you can find it in the project browser and the floor plans. So you go to architecture, you come to roof, you go to roof by footprint. Then the same way we edited wall slab, you click on edit type. Come on there. Then you duplicate, you say roof or any other name you prefer. Then the structure, you click here. I'll just give this a thickness of 16 millimeter. Then category, I'll create a new material here, create a new material, rename it roof. Then in the graphics, maybe I'll put something a little bit brown. And then in the appearance, I'll open the asset browser by clicking on this. Then I'll look for roof, I'll search for roof. Then wait for the roof materials to open up. Waiting. So here we have the roofings here. All these, you can use them. I'm looking for iron seats. This is an iron seat. This is an iron seat. These are all iron seats. I think I'll use this brown one. Then I'll apply. Okay. I'll click OK. apply, okay. So now the kind of roof I want to create is going to be, I think I will create a hipped roof for now. You just go to pick line, then you give it an offset, let's say 200. Then you pick the exterior sides of the wall like that, like that. Then of course now you need to give the slope degrees or angle. Let's say this can be 20 degrees, 20, 20. You have to give for all the sides 20. So when I click OK, then you come to a 3D, you should be able to see a roof like this. So this is the roof of our house. Now, this is how you basically create roofs. And then of course, things to do with the soffit and all those stuffs. If you want to create a fascia board, all those things, for example, when you come to your roof level, then you go to architecture, you go to roof, then you come to fascia. There's this fascia here. Then of course, when you place that, it will place it there. When you place this, it will place it here. That is how you place your fascia boards, just like that. Then of course you can edit them. Let me click on it to select all of them. You edit type, you can duplicate face board, something like that. And then the material, I can use wood. Just select wood, then okay, apply, okay. So you'll have your face board like that. That is how you create your face board. Yeah, then of course now after doing the roof, we can place some components in this room. So to place components, you come to architecture, you go to components, you come to place a component, and you load family. Of course, as I told you, you're supposed to download all these things. For example, now we need a couch. There's a couch here. Let me just pick that. Let it load into the Revit family. Then here, you can place the way you want. So it is here, one of the sofas. So you can do this. If you want to rotate, you can simply select, you come to this rotate tool, you click a point, it will give you a line. You make sure it is straight so you can rotate any way you want, just like that. Then let's try to bring another component. You go to architecture, component, place a component, load family. What else do we, there's a bed here, so you just open it up, load it, and then we shall have our bed. When you click the space bar on the keyboard, it will be able to rotate it like that. And this one like that. And then architecture, component, place a component, load family, and then we have a TV set here. There's another one here. So let me just place this. Click to open it. So the TV set is here. So I'll use the space bar to change the orientation, just like that. You place a TV there. Let me delete these dimension lines. So now we have a TV there. Back to architecture, component, place a component, load family. Then let's look for kitchen. There's some kitchen layout here. I'll open it up. Kitchen layouts are a little bit tricky, but I hope this one works. Taking some bit of time, so it's loading there. So let's wait for it to load. Okay, now for it to work, it needs to touch a wall. If it is not touching a wall, it will not stand. So see there, finally it stands. So for kitchen layout, most of them have to touch a wall because I think they are components that are attached to the wall. You have to build them on the wall. Without that, it will not work. So it is there. We have the kitchen layout. We have these beds. What else? Architecture component, place a component, load family. Let's look for more things. Let's look for more things. What else can we place? I'm seeing some wardrobes here. Can use that. This I can use my, let me place one there like that. So now you can use your space bar to change the orientation, just like this. And then of course I can copy. If you want to copy, there's this copy, but of course most times I prefer to use create similar, which is also the same thing. Can also work almost like copy. So I'll place one here, not really here. Let me place one here. I'm going to change the orientation. This, and I can move it here, a little bit there. And then we shall have, let me see if we have water closet things. Architecture, components, place a components, load family, water closet, the toilets. Let me see if we have any here. Oh, let me just look for that. The challenge with this thing is you have to look through the library. If you have a lot of it, can become a little bit of a pain. So those ducts, mass, lighting, furniture, I don't think this will be here. Revit openings. Okay, I don't think we have water closets, the toilets. So nevertheless, when you have it, it's just also the same procedure. You click it here and then it loads and you can open it up in Revit. It's that simple. It's not a complicated thing. So yeah, I think basically that is how you can put your components. That's how you can put components in Revit. Let me escape. So we now have this house, but of course you're supposed to organize these components well, and ensure that they are sitting perfectly. Like now this chair is not sitting well. I can rotate using the rotate tool. Can click here like this, then I rotate it 90 degrees like that, and I can bring it here like this. You can even create two of them. I can say I'll come to this mirror you draw by axis. Can draw the axis here. You'll mirror it on the other side, just like that. Then we can have something like this for the TV area, something like that. So people will be sitting here, then the TV is here. Then for the dining, we are supposed to place a dining table here. Then the kitchen is sorted. So yeah, basically I think now for the master bedroom, we can have some partitions. Let's say here, create similar. I'll create some partition wall here, just like that, so that you can create something here like an office. Of course, the master bed is supposed to be a little bit bigger. You can edit type, you duplicate, you say master bed. And then let's see where I'm not seeing where you can customize the size, default elevation, material. Uh, they don't have the option for increasing the size, so you can only do you can't really change the size of this unless you go and download another bed. So basically I think that is how you can furnish your rooms. Of course, this is the basic. You can do much more than this. You can organize to make sure the rooms are functional. You should be able to understand the distance here to there, things like that. So yeah, that is it, and I think that will do for us for this project, I guess. So you have successfully designed your first house, which is this, and trust me, this is a very good work done. With all the basics that we have learned, you should be able to take this to the next step. And of course, we have more projects that are coming, and make sure you always stick with us, because we always have surprises. Big projects, smaller projects, and all these projects have their dynamics, and they have things that you learn every time you stick around with us. Make sure you subscribe, you share with your friends, and please, I'll see you again in another project. Thank you so much.